NBA fans are in turmoil as they debate whether Klay Thompson is worth the trouble for the Golden State Warriors. Considering his recent performances, that may no longer be the case. If you want to find out more about how Klay Thompson may no longer be in the fans' good graces, be sure to stick around till the end of the video. Let's get right into it. First up, why is everyone hating on Klay? Once upon a time, Klay Thompson was a Golden State elite. Fans revered him and were thankful he was part of the squad. He was once considered one of the best two-way shooting guards in the game. Thompson had the uncanny ability to be able to carry out perimeter shooting while also being able to guard multiple positions. He was, in every sense of the word, a complete player. However, this season has been anything but smooth for the once elite player. He's fallen off quite heavily, and it doesn't look like he'll recover anytime soon. Things have gotten so bad that he's barely been able to average 15.1 points per game. He shot 35.1% from the field and 33% from the three-point line. We hope for his sake something changes and fast.
Dribble, I'm fouling, but they get him wide open. Thompson with
a big reason why he's been performing so badly this season is his shot selection. From what we've seen so far, this man will shoot from anywhere on the court, no matter how far away he might be or how contested that shot might be. While having a little spirit isn't necessarily a bad thing, doing so to this extent leads to a negative effect on the team. Thanks to his super aggressive choice of shots, the number of balls that have been turned over to the opposing team has been insane. Due to him shooting from anywhere instead of taking the sensible option, which would be to pass the ball off, fans have also started to label him as selfish and criticized him for not being a team player. Next up,
love this misdirection play because the habit is for you to ball walk.
How bad is it? Things are looking pretty bleak when it comes to Klay Thompson. There's a crazy statistic of his that was recorded this season, which shows that he has more attempted shots this season than actual points. Ouch, that one's gotta hurt. Thanks to his antics on the court, a lot of fans have begun to question his place within the Warriors. Love him or hate him, there's one thing both parties agree on. That's the fact that the way Klay seems to be playing these days isn't doing the Warriors any favors on the court. So we hope, for Golden State's sake, that he gets his head in the game.
Carter is on Thompson. Shot clock is at 1. Too late.
After their loss to the Sacramento Kings, we found out that within the last 6 seconds of the shot clock, Klay Thompson racked up a huge number of missed shots, even though it was a two-score game. Basketball pundits have concluded that the Warriors, especially Klay Thompson, are playing too fast right now, and that might be a big reason why they're so unsuccessful in coming out of their games with a win. There's also the fact that they have Steph Curry on their side. He's arguably the greatest shooter in the history of the game, and Klay still chooses not to pass off the ball to him and brick shot after shot. Coming up,
Thompson and Finney-Smith is on him a triple.
is there any chance for redemption? It's not like all hope has been lost now that Klay Thompson hasn't performed as well as he used to. He was pretty decent last season as well, and let's not forget the fact that he's a 4-time NBA champion. Plus, the man has a huge number of accolades to his name to back up the fact that he's still worth giving a shot. Last season, he averaged 20.4 points per game and shot 38.5% from beyond the arc.
Play. Thompson on the drive, the pull-up, punch it in!
When you look at the whole situation from that perspective, you'll quickly realize that he hasn't fallen off that badly, and with some hard work, determination, and focus, he'll be able to get back up on his feet in no time. Golden State fans are just hoping that their star can manage to get back to that level of basketball before it's too late and the season can't be saved. We also have to remember that the former champion had a pretty solid season last year, despite coming off of a pretty bad Achilles injury. Finally,
tips it right to Thompson. Another three.
does Klay have it in him to get back to the top? Whenever we talk about Klay Thompson and his current form in the NBA, we have to remember that he's coming off of an injury that sidelined him for the better part of 2 seasons. Yet despite facing all of that, he still managed to have a pretty solid season and averaged 20 points per game. His current performance might not be ideal, but hey, it's better than nothing, right?
Injury was the left leg, the Achilles, the right Achilles.
His antics on the court were probably the actions of a man who hasn't touched foot in an NBA-sanctioned basketball game for almost 2 years. He's excited and eager to score buckets and prove that he's still got it. The only problem here is the fact that he's going to need to understand that he needs to tone it down a bit because this sort of stuff ends up hurting the Warriors more than him. He needs to get his head back in the game and get ready to fight his way back to the top. Still, that doesn't mean he continues playing the way he's been playing as of late. He'll need to be less selfish on the court and find ways to pass the ball off whenever he's contested instead of shooting it. We're pretty confident that if he's able to double down on his mistakes and stop repeating them over and over again, the fans' faith in him will be restored.
Hunter dominating on the offensive boards. Thompson fade away.
Now, let's look at whether the Warriors are considering benching Thompson. First up,
Klay Thompson's show, he's not human.
is benching Klay Thompson the answer? When you talk about benching a franchise player like Klay Thompson, you have to take a step back and remember that this is the same man who is a current 4-time NBA champion. Thompson has proven himself in the past and has shown that he's got the skills to back up all the talk. Right now, it's only a matter of getting him back on his feet. If the Warriors were to bench him, the most obvious choice to replace him in the starting lineup would be Jordan Poole. Though with all things considered, we don't think we'll be seeing that happen anytime soon.
Looney, the offensive rebound. Back out, Thompson for three. Bang!
The Warriors in their current state have the perfect blend of shooting, defense, and playmaking, so that means Thompson's place in the starting lineup is pretty much secured. What the Warriors could do instead is tweak the rotation to make life easier for Jordan Poole. With these changes, he could end up acting as a second-unit alpha dog. We strongly believe that if he were to be put in that position, he'd find a lot of success. Next up,
Play again is three.
does Thompson deserve to stay in the starting lineup? If we're being honest, in his current form, he's not much help for the Warriors as much as he is a liability. That said, if he can just focus and hone in on his mistakes, we're confident that he can get back to the level that he was at during the whole of the previous season. The man has earned 4 rings throughout his career, and that's more than most NBA players will ever win. The main problem with Thompson's gameplay, according to most basketball pundits, is that right now he's being very reckless on the court.
Shot clock about to go off. Thompson threw it up and in.
The way he's playing is like you're watching the Sunday Hoop League rather than an official NBA game. There doesn't seem to be any strategy implemented in his play style. It kind of just looks like a get the ball and shoot type of scenario, and with the Warriors coming out of their games with more L's than W's, we think it's time that Thompson rethinks his game plan when stepping on the court for them again. Swapping Thompson with Poole has been tried before, however, it didn't show impressive enough results for it to become a permanent thing. Finally,
Oh my goodness! They're coming fast and furious.
can we count on Klay Thompson? Thompson has proven in the past that he has what it takes to be a high-level athlete. We believe that it's just a matter of time before he can take back his place alongside the likes of Steph Curry and make the Warriors great again. He's a legend in the Golden State franchise, and though he may have fallen off a bit right now, we do not doubt that he'll recover soon enough. It'll be interesting to see what Thompson can bring to the table throughout the rest of the season.
Away with one, a clean look for Klay Thompson.
He's playing badly, but only when compared to the insane standards he'd set for himself. If you compare him to the average NBA player, he's still doing pretty well in the league. You have to remember, he's going up against the best basketball players in the world and still coming out with at least 15 points per game.
Curry waits, shovel pass, Thompson, 3-ball right.
Well, that's a wrap for this video. Do you think Klay Thompson can make a comeback? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.